So I don't know about you, but I get bombarded with MSN, Microsoft Start, like news articles all the time. So I found one that I thought might be interesting to look over real quick, and it's talking about how to get kids into anime. We're going to dive right into it. This is talking about the top 10 best anime to introduce kids to with, basically. So, talking right here, as much as older people might cling to it, the majority of anime and animation as a whole is made for kids with kids in mind. Sometimes there are mature or graphic scenes, but most of the time they're made relatively harmless for younger viewers, and that in turn makes it easier for people to get invested in anime at a young age. So right off the bat, they start with Hamtaro, which is a very cute old one from the 90s. I remember growing up and watching this on TV and seeing the VHSs and the video games and everything like that. Hamtaro is a very good one to start with, especially if you want to get like the manga stuff, if you can find it. But yes, it came out in 2000, it has about 300 episodes, Jesus. But I see, my thing is, I don't know why they would put it on here if you can't find it anywhere. That's the problem. Maybe you can find it on YouTube, it wouldn't surprise me. Nichijou, another funny slapstick comedy one, which is held up for the ages, and a lot of people really do enjoy it, and I really do enjoy it as well. It's very good. And it came out 2011. You can find it on Crunchyroll. Funimation doesn't exist. This tells you how old this thing is. This is like 9 months old when Funimation still existed. But yeah, Crunchyroll, it's still available there, and you can get it on DVD and stuff like that too. And I bet you can find Hamtaro on DVD too. Bocchi the Rock, another good one for kids to get into. It's very funny, and it really relates to people nowadays about being antisocial and very awkward, but getting out of your shell and doing things you like. And I mean, since it's newer, it's very easy to find, especially if you got Crunchyroll. Spy X Family is what I stand by. I really do enjoy Spy X Family. It's very good, very wholesome, with some action scenes, yes, but the anime holds back on the blood, if I remember correctly. It's not very bloody, and even in the manga, it's not very bloody in general. It's just straight up action with some gunfight, stuff like that. You could show them like the standard, like what Anya watches on Saturday morning TV. It'd be about the same violence. Little Witch Academia, another good one, and it's done by Studio Triggers, and it's fantastic art style, very cutesy. Talks about, you know, a lighthearted message for the anime. It doesn't take itself too seriously and explores the misadventures of Akko, and it's very good. These are basically Saturday morning cartoons comparatively in the United States. These show all different times in Japan and stuff like that. But if you make a parallel comparison, definitely like Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Azumanga Daioh, one of the ones that have stand through time, very funny, literally 4 comic, like Saturday morning paper comic strip kind of stuff. Hilarious, very good, very kid friendly. A lot of jokes relate to kids, even adults nowadays, to be honest. Let's be serious here. But you can only find it on High Dive, and I'm pretty sure you can find like it on YouTube, or you can find shorts or stuff like that, at least on YouTube. The manga is only 4 volumes, by the way, and it's very easy to pick up even nowadays. I think there's like an omnibus out at this point, so highly recommend if you want to get your kids into reading it. Now we're going into movie territory. Spirit Away, a good one. Any of the Miyazaki films, really, you know, they're very good. You can get them in, and you can watch it on HBO Max, but you can find them dirt cheap at like Walmart and stuff like that too. But Spirited Away is kind of one of those good ones to get in, especially if you're like a preteen. This is one that I would definitely introduce them to. It's kind of on a little bit of the darker side, but it's still very beautiful, very picturesque. If you have a kid, I would say like Castle in the Sky or Ponyo for like the little ones. But definitely Spirited Away for the teenagers or preteens. Pokemon, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Everyone shows off on oh my god, it has 1,300 episodes. What the heck? Anyway, Pokemon's a very good one. Very straightforward. Nothing too crazy. Everyone gets invested that ends up really watching it. You can go from the very beginning. It's spread throughout. Pokemon Horizons is coming out now on Netflix, which is the newest one since Ash has become the world champion and moved on. You can find it on the Pokemon Twitch, by the way. They're still showing Pokemon episodes over on Twitch. It's readily available. You can find a bunch of the Pokemon first season on YouTube, by the way. So like I wouldn't stress about it. But Netflix for like the later half, there's Hulu that has a bunch, Tubi. There's websites dedicated to showing you where certain Pokemon series are at, because for some reason they're all spread out. And since we're in the same realm, Digimon, the same thing. The first season, all the Digimon are pretty good. Some of them don't like season 2, but Digimon overall is very good. A lot of people to this day as adults stand by Digimon. Very creative, very good storytelling. It's an isekai. Like, it introduces a bunch of different genres to people, and people really do enjoy it, and I can see why. Like, it's really, really good. And then Dragon Ball Z, a lot of, like, if you got kids that like to fight or watch boxing and stuff like that, this is definitely one to get kids into. One that people still praise and watch and enjoy to this day. All these are, like, actually very good ones, starter kits for, like, anyone really wanting to get into manga or anime. Dragon Ball Z is one of the top ones of all time, and people unanimously agree. While they pick on some of the fight scenes taking forever and stuff like that, in reality, a lot of people love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It is one of the things that people stood by and thoroughly enjoy throughout time. So, these are the ones they recommend. These are the 7 or 10 or however many we went over for kids and I would say even teenagers to get into anime. It's a good, safe starting point. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below what you guys would recommend to people to get into anime, or for younger generation to get into anime. These are all very solid choices. Definitely any of the Miyazaki films is a definitely good one, even for parents. If you have a friend that's a little older, or if you got a son that's like, or son or daughter that's a teenager, definitely Full Metal Alchemist is another one I would recommend. But let me know down below what you guys think. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.